1,500 days ago, I started learning YouTube automation, and today I'm going to share my experience over the past 5 years and share exactly how much money I have made. Let me tell you how this all got started. I learned about a business model in 2020, and back then I was just a 7-year-old broke high school student in Romania, and to be honest, I was just trying to make a quick buck. I did not have any expectations that it would become anywhere close to what it has today. I was running Instagram theme pages, and a client of mine kept promoting this new business model called YouTube automation or YouTube cash cow channels, and he did it again and again, which got me interested. Next thing you know, I started buying courses and coaching programs to learn the business, but my first mentor took my $500 and disappeared. My second mentor gave me access to some random Google Drive videos that made absolutely no sense, and at this point, I'd invested a bunch of money and a lot of months with zero result. I was very frustrated, but I had already come too close to quit. So I said, yeah, I decided to start a channel on my own, and I called it Capitalist. This was a make money online channel because at that point I had probably watched hundreds of those videos. I posted the first video on July 23rd, 2020. So this is more than 5 years ago now, after hiring one of my best friends to make the videos for me. We were so broke that none of us had a good enough computer to be able to record the videos. I remember I bought him a $600 laptop. That was probably the best investments that I have made in my life because it got us committed. It got us locked in for 60 videos. I was paying him $10 for each video, and I had just bought him a $600 laptop, and of course I didn't ask him for the money back, but instead I asked him to give me 60 videos in return. And I'm sure you know this, but like a lot of people post their first 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, maybe even 30 videos and then they quit. But because with us, we had already invested the amount for 60 videos, this was probably one of the best things that we made in the early stages. With him making the videos and me designing the thumbnails myself in a crappy version of Photoshop, we went to work, and the first few videos completely flopped. You can basically see that the first videos that we posted got 15 views, the second one got 10 views, the third one got 11 views, and now mind you, most of these were our own views because we were watching the videos again and again, hoping that it would help and boost them in the algorithm. We made $11 in August, $68, astonishing $68 in September, and $366 in October, which was insane for me at the time because this meant I was making $12 each and every single day, and for a 17-year-old kid in Romania, this was just insane. I could go out, I could get girls to restaurants every single day from the money from my YouTube channel. I was literally obsessed with growing the channel. Even though my friend was the one making all the videos, I would still spend 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours every single day looking for ideas. I was always trying to make the video better. Every method that was possible or known, or everything that I could find across YouTube or get my hands on, I would try. And eventually it paid off. I was browsing YouTube, and back then crypto wasn't as popular, like obviously not as it is now. Bitcoin wasn't as high, and I remember I came across this old Bitcoin video, a very small channel that posted a video about how to earn Bitcoin doing something, and it was a very small channel. It had a lot of views, which is what we call today an outlier. So I decided, none of my competitors were making these videos. They were making videos on how to make money with PayPal, how to make money with images, how to make money with Google Maps, but nobody was making how to make money with crypto. So I tried that video, and the next thing you know, it took off. I then went all in on crypto videos, and the channel completely skyrocketed. You can see in November, so right the next month, we made over $3,000. In December, we made over $8,000, and this is also when we got our first promo, so the revenue for that month was over $10,000. In the first year of running the channel, I had made over $60,000 from it, got my first YouTube silver plaque, and I eventually sold the channel, netting me over $100,000. Roughly at the same time I started Capitalist, I also started a bunch of channels on the side, and one of them is Dashcam Live. As you can see, this has 53 videos, and if I filter here by oldest, you can see the first video was posted 5 years ago, which is July 31st, 2020. Now, on Dashcam Live, this was a completely different show because those videos were insanely easy to make. As you can see, this is a car crash compilation channel, and all I was doing for this was literally finding YouTube footage of crazy car crashes. Then I had installed Adobe Premiere Pro, and I would just stick them together, no voiceover, no added value, and then I would go to Google, find a crazy image or export one of the frames in the videos, and that would be the thumbnail. These videos would literally take me 30 minutes to create from A to Z. And what's crazy is that this channel made me $1,000 in the first month, $2,000 in the second month, and then in month 3 it got completely shut down. The reason it got shut down is very simple. These videos are obviously not monetizable. You cannot just take somebody else's footage, glue it together, and then hope that you are gonna make money. Eventually, I was able to sell the channel, but I didn't make much, so we won't even count this. But because Capitalist was a success and I was sprinting money, I decided to reinvest all the profits, and literally, I remember I scaled to 13 channels at one point. One of them was called Top Crypto. If we filter by the oldest, you can see this is also a channel that I started 40 years ago. And to be more precise, I started this one February 14th, 2021. This was Valentine's Day. So it's safe to say I was in love with YouTube, right? I hadn't basically learned my lesson from Dashcam Live. And what we started doing on this was more so crypto compilation. So because I had crypto videos that were working very well on Capitalist, I also decided to start posting crypto videos on this channel as well. But here it would be compilation. So meaning I would just take speeches of Robert Kiyosaki, Elon Musk, or all these high-end guys that were invested or interested into crypto, Michael Saylor, and then I would just take their interviews, put them together, and post the videos on YouTube. It was rather slow growth. As you can see here in the beginning, we weren't getting a bunch of views, but eventually I had a few videos that took off. 90,000 views right here, 88,000 views, 76,000 views, and the RPM was very high in this niche. So I remember I was able to make like $8, $10, or $12,000 in just 3 to 4 months, but then eventually this channel also got demonetized, so I decided to stop posting on it completely. The next one, it's Product Unlimited, 36,000 subscribers, over 200 videos, and this one we started in November 2021, so a little bit after Top Crypto. First, I started posting this video, which was a random video about book summaries. Those were really popular back in the day, but it didn't work, so I decided to shift towards products. The strategy with this video was completely different than what pretty much everybody was doing back in the day, and I would say this was an AI channel before AI channels were popular. So what do I mean by this? Well, if you play one of those videos, you will see that it sounds pretty much robotic.
Hello everyone. Today we'll take a look at the best wireless earbuds.
I remember the workflow was like this, and it was very cheap, so I was able to spam a bunch of those videos in a very short period of time. I would go to Amazon and find product descriptions. Then there was this tool called Jasper AI, and then you would make a script. I would take that script and I would run it to an AI voiceover tool, and then pay a video editor to just take pictures from the internet and put them together. And of course, the thumbnails were very easy to make. I was making those myself in Photoshop. The plan here was to try spamming a bunch of videos with high quality for cheap and monetize them through Amazon affiliate marketing because I had links in the description. I made a couple thousand over the years, but nothing crazy. I think I'm still getting like $50 per month from Amazon associates here and there as a good memory. Next, celebrity drama was massive back in 2022, so I decided to purchase one of my very first channels, which was called Hollywood Hush. As you can see right here, this channel had over 344 videos and it almost has 40,000 subscribers. Keep in mind, I was a broke 17, now maybe 18-year-old kid in Romania. I knew absolutely nothing about celebrities. I didn't watch Hollywood, but this is a very good channel and I see a lot of people that they would make a lot of money. And indeed, this channel also made some money. Like we have a few videos that passed over 1 million views, such as this one right here with Ariana Grande, 1.1 million views, that got over 1.3 thousand subscribers. This one right here, 1.4 million views, 4,000 subscribers. And probably my favorite was this one, 10 Simpsons predictions that could come true before 2024. This video got 2.5 million views and it was actually a pretty cool video to watch. The RPM on this channel was terrible, meaning we were getting paid very little per 1,000 views, and I did not like making these videos at all. So I eventually stopped this channel as well. I spent about 1 year starting, buying, and selling some of these channels, and I made around $100,000 total. But I didn't like being scattered all over the place. I felt like I was on a hamster wheel, making some money, then losing it and having to sell the channel, then starting all over. But I definitely learned that buying channel was a good idea if executed properly, so I decided to stick to what I knew best, the make money online niche, and purchased a new channel at the beginning of 2023. The channel was called Top Entrepreneur. I bought it for a few thousand. I made the same exact videos that I was making on Capitalist, so the make money online, the crypto videos. I kept it for a couple of months in which we generated a bunch of money for me and got some cash flow out of that. And then eventually I decided to sell them as a bundle. So at this point, I was 2 years into the journey and I had probably made $250,000 total from all my channels, including a sale of this one, which I think was for $25,000. $100,000. But of course, I wasn't done. With the profits from this sale and what I had made over the years, I kept buying more channels in the same niche, and my biggest acquisition from that year was Mr. Money, which has quite a story. Remember my high school friend who helped me start Capitalist, my very first YouTube channel, where I actually convinced him to drop out of university and work full-time on my new channel, Mr. Money. And we even rented an office in Bucharest, Romania to take our small media production to another level. Now, this channel generated over $100,000 in 2023 alone, but it was a lot of hard work. As you can see right here, there was a period where it was $100, and then eventually we were able to kind of get it over the hump and start making $300 per day consistently. And the reason why I say this was hard work was because if you see right here, we were uploading anywhere from 3 to 4 videos every single day for the entire year. We realized that nobody was really making a bunch more volume, and I really like the saying that volume negates luck, and I've been trying it to apply for all of my channels and my entire business career, so to say. And this wasn't necessarily the cheapest because we also had an editor. I was not making the thumbnails myself, but eventually I would say this paid off because we got some videos that really kicked in and we continued to make money. If I filter here to 2024, you guys are going to be able to see that although we kind of stopped working on it as hard and we started focusing on other projects, remember we made $100,000 with this channel in 2023. We also made another $86,000 in 2024. And if we just look at the whole period, basically from 2023 till today, you can see that the channel generated $230,000. Most of my channels were in the make money online, business, and finance niche. I was also doing a lot of brand deals. I looked up an old spreadsheet where we tracked over $100,000 in brand deals alone, which brings the total up for the video to $600,000 for the first 4 years of me running YouTube automation. And at this point, I wanted to move on and start other businesses, but in 2024, one of my friends got me the idea of doing something nobody has ever done before. I started a brand new channel from scratch and documented the entire process step by step. I called it Vintage Vehicles, poured everything I had learned over the past 4 years into the process, and it worked even better than I was expecting. I started by posting videos about muscle cars, luxury cars, pickup trucks, which eventually worked. So I doubled down on this idea of making the channel a vintage classic car channel. So if I take you behind the scenes and we open YouTube Studio, I think I got the channel monetized in 45 days, right? So we started posting in February. Obviously we didn't make any money, but in March, we already had started making $300, which is again much faster than my very first channel, if you remember. Then the next month we got $1,200, $2,600 in May 2024. We scaled it to $5,800, so this was $0 to $5,000 per month in 4 to 5 months. Then $8,500 in July, $9,300 in August, and then from there we had a massive jump to over $15,000 in September, and the peak was in October where we made over $17,000. What's fun is that the channel peaked at making $17,000 per month, and at the same time, my most popular video on this channel is currently sitting at 1.3 million views. It's called 20 car innovations that did not stand the test of time, and this video alone has also generated over $17,000, and I think it cost me $120 to produce, which is just insane. My goal with this channel was just to create a case study, testament that YouTube automation is truly the best business model out there. I went on to sell the channel to an investor for $100,000, showing that these channels are real assets with real asset value as well. I made $100,000 from running the channel and then sold it for another $100,000. So this brings the total for this video to about $800,000 in my YouTube automation career. So let's do the final breakdown and see how much money I generated in total in my 1,500 days of running YouTube automation channels. First, Capitalist. Generated my first $100,000 and got my first silver plaque. Dashcam Live, my first failure. Didn't make much money, maybe a few thousand. Then started a bunch of channels. Top Crypto, Products Unlimited, Hollywood Hush, which made me about $100,000 combined, including the sale of some of them. Top Entrepreneur made me around $50,000 in total, then fueled better acquisitions like Mr. Money, which made me $250,000 in total. Let's add the brand deals for all of these Make Money Online channels combined with another $100,000. And then we have Vintage Vehicles, which made me $100,000 for running the channel and another $100,000 for the channel sale. I only talk about maybe half of the channels that I've been involved with, and this doesn't involve partnerships and asset value if I were to sell any of the channels today. Including those, some short channels as well that even got me some YouTube plaques a few years ago, the revenue is definitely over $1 million. And that brings us to today. I currently run a portfolio of 7 different Faceless YouTube automation channels that bring me about $40,000 per month, and I can definitely say that YouTube automation has completely changed my life. So now that you have learned my story, check out this video right here to learn how you can do this for yourself.